What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Team Player, back again with another banger video. And in today's video, we're ranking cards, and I'm super excited about it. We're gonna be ranking every single secret rare in Temporal Forces, and let's get into it, right? Starting with the Shiftry, the first secret rare, and I'm not sure if they actually call them secret rares anymore in Scarlet and Violet, but the number is higher than the number in the set, so I'm gonna refer to them as secret rares, starting with the Shiftry. And for the most part, I haven't seen most of these arts, including this Shiftry. I mean, I remember seeing it, but now seeing it up close, it hits a little bit differently. The C dots I definitely did not notice before. That's kind of cool. It's a really dope one. I don't think it's quite S tier. I'm gonna put it in B tier for now, and we'll come back and move it if I need to. Moving into the Grottle. Okay. This one is also really cool. I love arts that feature lots of other Pokemon, and you have a couple other ones right here. I'm trying to see if I'm missing any. No, I am not. I really like the color palette of it. I'm a fan of this one. I'm a fan of the Grottle, or the Grotle, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to put it in A tier. This might be S tier, though. This might be S tier. Let's put it in A tier for now. And let's keep pushing. The Deerling, I remember actually seeing this one when it came out, and I really did like it. I love the colors of it, but seeing it compared to the other two that we've already looked at, I'm going to go ahead and make the executive decision to put it in C tier. It is a cool art, don't get me wrong. Really cool colors, but some cards have to be ranked lower. We can't put them all in S, right? The Sawsbuck, I feel the same sort of vibes. Again, it's a really cool card. The colors are nice, but overall, I wouldn't be that pressed to have it in the collection. I'm gonna put it in C. Maybe it's F. Maybe those are F. We'll see. Ooh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. This is an S tier artwork for me, I think. I would put this one in S all day long. Two Littens, one hiding behind the bookshelf. Not only that, you've got the shiny Litten book down here. The flavor of this card is exquisite. I have to give it. You've got the Incineroar up here in the corner as well. I'm just now seeing. Yeah, this is an S tier card for me. 100 out of 100 times. I'm putting that one in S. Ooh, I see what we have next. The Snom. I know everyone loves this, and I'm also a huge fan of this one. Maybe even have the animation done for it by now. Maybe. We'll see. Wow, really sick one. Again, for a claymation, I'm not usually a big fan of the claymation ones. This is an S tier artwork. I'm a fan of it. I'm a big fan. Moving into the Charge-a-Bug, and again, the flavor here is top notch. I do think the flavor of this card, it's hitting the mark for me. It's a Charge-a-Bug, right? They're obviously camping here out in the wilderness. Charge-a-Bug is an electric type that can provide energy, so you could use it as a generator. This is a top tier artwork. Weird to say for a Charge-a-Bug, but I'm putting that one in A tier. Not quite S for me. It's tough. I really do like it. If this had more Mons in it, I'd put this thing in S. And I'm also considering moving the Snom down to A. The Bronzor. This one... I'm not sure what to do with this one. I really am not. There's a lot going on in the background, but overall, I'm not seeing any Easter eggs. Really, nothing else related to the Bronzor. It's a nice artwork, but there's not a lot going on. I won't put it in F. It's a beautiful card. We'll put it in C. It's a nice card, but there's a lot going on, but it's not conveying much. The Reuniclus is another one that I did see. pre-release, and it is cool. It is really cool. Um, but I don't know why a Reuniclus would be swimming. That being said, I'm glad it is. A tier. I'm putting this in A tier. This one, the cutie fly, is tough. I like it. It's I guess it's illustrated by Rend, which I'm assuming is computer rendering. It does look like it would be rendered by a computer, and it looks really good. The water effects are crazy here. And the pick-a-peck in the background also at this little fountain. This is a nice one. This is a nice one. You got multiple cutie flies. I don't think it's cool. Is this an S tier artwork? Is this an S tier artwork? Let me come back for one more second. Look at it. I really, really like this artwork. I'm going to put it in S. I'm a big fan of that one. Really big. $1 on TCG Player is absolutely wild. Okay? I mean, I don't make the prices, but I like that one. Ooh, so here's one where you have a lot of different Pokemon. The Relicanth in the front, of course. You've got a Huntail over here. Terapagos's pre-evo. Again, why does this one always escape me? Luminions, an Anorith as well, and then a Shelder. Wow. This is a really, really nice artwork. Relicanth always gets some really nice treatment in the TCG. I'm going to go ahead and make the executive decision to put that one in A tier as well. There's a lot more good arts than bad arts in this one. We may run out of space. We'll see. Oh, man. This one, I like. This is a sweet card. So obviously you got the mining crew here, and you have Excadrill, which makes sense. That's pretty much what they always were used for in Gen 5. They were always seen in the mines, right? This is nice. There's also this little tiny Excadrill I'm just now seeing poking out of this hole up in the top. That is a nice, nice little addition. This Excadrill's really happy. He's just gotten a piece of maybe, I don't know what those are. It's like a little donut or maybe a piece of bread, and this Excadrill's not very happy about it. It's kind of hard to see because of the itself, but he's frowning. This one's happy. He's like, man, where's my piece? Where's my piece? I'm sorry he didn't get a piece, but this is an S tier artwork. This thing is beautiful. The prices I'm seeing here are ridiculous. I cannot believe you can get some of these cards for as cheap as you can. You got this man sleeping. I didn't even see this Excadrill. You got the Eepy Excadrill as well down here. He's eeping. Wow. Yeah, this one just went even higher. We may have to have an S plus category. We've made the S plus row, and I'm going to move the Litten and the Excadrill into S plus. I think these artworks in particular are a cut above the rest, and I'm going to put them in a category that lets them, you know, really spread their wings. Oh man, moving in this one, I didn't see until I was adding some of the cards here, and this Mudsdale card, again, the flavor here, it's here. And wow, you got the Mudsdale teaching little bro how it's done. Teaching little bro how it's done. Little bro's not doing too hot. I don't think that one, if you look at the trajectory, you look at the arc on this, you're not going to quite make it to the wagon there, bud. But maybe one day. He's clearly looking up to Big Bro. And this card, it's on the verge of S+, man. It really is. You got another Mudsdale right here towing the wagon. I love this card. I love this card. S+. 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 That's an amazing artwork. There are a lot of good artworks in this set. I may have been sleeping. I may have been sleeping on this set. Wow, okay. Arbok. He's sneaking up on a Toucanon. I don't know if there's a Pokedex entry. I may have to do a little research and see if there's a Pokedex entry where Arbok and Toucanon are natural rivals, but I guess it does make sense. Cobra and a Toucan, so this is interesting. How many times is Pokemon depicted um, maybe a natural, the natural cycle here? This is a little morbid, Pokemon. No, of course not. This is really cool. I like it. You got the full moon in the background. I'm a big fan of moons. And we just did the Umbreon. This is a really sick one and would be a really, really cool animation. I'm going to put it in A tier. I think it is an A tier artwork. I don't think it's quite S. I don't think it's quite S. It's very close, though. This is a sick one. This is awesome. This is an artwork that I think may be going into the S plus category. It's done by Musho, and it is really, really cool. You got the whole crowd coming through town. 6 Ghastly, 2 Haunters, and 2 Gengar. Look at this Meowth down here, fearing for his life. He said, please, do not come this way. And this Ghastly is looking right at him. And you can tell he's got mischief on his mind. You can tell he's probably going to pop up right behind him. And I'm going to put this one in S+. That is a dope artwork for sure. Oh, man. Dude, the artworks, we haven't really had any misses. Where are the misses? Okay. Matang. The scenery and everything is really nice. I mean, you've got it just about dusk. It's snowing outside. This does make sense for the Metagross to be here. They're usually in like the ice type biomes or whatever. They definitely are in the Scarlet and Violet DLC, so it definitely makes sense for them to be right here. Oh man, and they've got them going to work, I guess, or they're more kind of playing. They're like making snowmen, I think. There's a snowman down here. This one's rolling a ball. This one, I'm not sure. He's kind of like digging out some snow. I think they're making snowmen. I think that's what this is alluding to. I really do like this one. Very, very nice. The Metagross. Oh, man. That is a really, really nice artwork. S or S+? That is the question here. Wow. We're going to go S. We're going to go S. It's interesting. If I could for sure say they were building snowmen, I would put that thing in S+. Illustrated by Masa, you got the Meltan. They're obviously in a workshop. He's grinding some metals up top, creating these sparks that are flowing down to the bottom. And the Meltan, I suppose, are waiting in line to jump into the sparks. I'm not sure what that would do for them. I know that in Alola with Ash, the Meltan would often like eat nuts and bolts. So maybe they're eating the sparks, but this is sick. I mean, you've got, look at the queue. How many Meltan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7th Meltan in queue. Oh my goodness, 8, 9, and 10 in the back as well. Wow. I guess it's kind of like the pool for them. It's almost like they're jumping into the pool. Oh man, I actually pulled this card, and this is a lot cooler than I thought. I really didn't even notice most of the stuff going on here when I first pulled this thing. Are you kidding? Look at this art. That's a really dope one. I gotta say, I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing in S. I'm a sucker for arts with multiple mons in them, and the SIRs seem to be doing that a good amount. Let's move on. We have to be hitting some cards that are going to be moving down the list here at some point. And I think it's going to start here with the Lickitung. I don't love the card. I don't love Lickitung as a Pokemon, but I'm not going to take that away from him. I don't know. It, he's in the kitchen. There's some like slushies being made. He's licking them. Slushies, I guess, are made to be licked. But I'm just not. I I I just really don't like. I think I'm gonna put that one in F. I mean, someone was drawing slushies. He's ruining it. I'm spending too much. I'm putting that one in F. I'm moving on. The Chatot. Ooh, another really, really cool one. You've got a bunch of Chatot on the clotheslines, and they're kind of just singing away or flying. It's a nice scene. I could see this like a seaside coastal city, and I like it. It's a nice one. I'm gonna put it in B though. I don't. It reminds me a lot of the Shiftry card, where it's a really, really cool art. Not a whole lot going on, just a lot of Chatot, and clothes, socks and whatnot. 99 cents for that card though. Really, I'd say that's worth it. Ooh, the Minchino making a mess. That is crazy. It's got an ability called cleaning up. That is really nice flavor. The flavor of the card with also the text of the card. That is something we really haven't seen yet. Discard up to 2 Pokemon tools from your opponent's Pokemon. Wow, and we're cleaning up. The flavor of this card absolutely is crazy. The art of the card, I don't love the art style. It's not my favorite, but the flavor is so crazy. Flavor alone brings this up to be, for me, cleaning up ability and on the card. We haven't seen that on anything else, or maybe I haven't been paying enough attention, I should say. This probably deserves to be in C, though, all things considered, but I do really, the text and making a mess, that's kind of cool. We'll have to see if the Cinccino, okay, and it now is evolved. The flavor is crazy. The flavor is crazy. On both of these. There's a Mr. Mime out the window. Why is he looking at Cinccino like that? You need to relax there, sir. You need to relax. Skitty down here, the substitute doll, everything is actually cleaned up. These, I think, have to be a pair for me. It's called cleaning up here, but then there's no flavor text here. Special roll. This attack does 70 damage for each special energy. So the flavor text does not remain. I'm going to keep them where they're at. Moving right along, and I think we're at our last SIR. And then we're going to be hitting the speed up button, basically the fast forward button here. You got the Drampa. Wow, this one is cool. I believe there's Pokedex entries of Drampa picking kids up and taking them on journeys or rides, whatever you want to call it. So the flavor here is very, very, once again, really like the Drampa with the Butterfree as well down here at the bottom. Overall, though, not a whole ton going on besides the Drampa and the Butterfree. It's kind of a, that's tough. I really do like it, the flavor again, through the roof, but the art style is lacking for me. I'm going to bring that one in B. And now we can start just firing these off. You know I love gradients, so for these, we're just going to be really taking a look at what does the Pokemon look like versus the background. And the Torterra, I'm a fan of. The gradient's really nice. Let's go ahead and throw that one into A tier. I like that one. Iron Leaves, not a whole lot going on there for me. The background color's nice. I don't think it goes too well with the green. Incineroar, this one's really dope. Again, the red with the orange and yellow, that's a vibe. That is a vibe. I like the Incineroar's pose way better. I'm putting the Incineroar in S. Might be the only full art to hit S. Gouging Fire. I don't understand why the Gouging Fire, the Walking Wake, they just have the same background. Kind of lazy. I'm putting them both in F tier. Just lazy. The Wug Trio. Now that I'm just now thinking about it too after doing this video, the Terra is kind of like Delta species. That's cool. Delta species were really beloved way after the fact. I'll put it in C. I'll put it in C. It's not quite F. I think the Iron Crown does go into F, or sorry, into C with its fellow. Iron Boulder, again, I don't love how they just kind of throw them. I know that they're similar cards, so you want to make them kind of similar, but I don't like it. I like it when they have their own unique backgrounds, like this Gengar, which is very nice. That one's tough. We'll put that one in S as well. I said maybe the only one, but that one's really good. Farigiraf. What? This is a steel type Terra, I believe. Dark type Terra. I'm tripping. Can't really see the dark type Terra though up there. Neck is too long. Put it in F. I really don't. These terrestrialized cards, I don't know how I feel about them. I did like the Gyarados and like the Arcanine. Those were really cool. So hopefully we'll get some cooler ones as well. The Scizor, the background is really nice here. I gotta say, their full arts do look really good. Yeah, it's a nice one. We'll move Scizor to B. That's a nice one. I wish it was a different color. Raging Bolt, I just don't love this background. Now that I do look at it, it is a little bit different than the other two. I guess they kind of go together. It makes like a big background. Okay, that's interesting. These ones do not go together. I need to flip these. These need to go down here, and these can come up here. That's better than I thought. That's better than I thought. That's cooler than I anticipated. I'm sorry. I was a little too hard. Now we can get into the full art trainers here. Bianca's Devotion. Not a lot going on in the card though, ultimately. So I'm sure the other one will fare better, but we're going to move that one into C. Fan of Bianca though. Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking. Not doing too much code breaking right now. Nice artwork, but overall, not that great of a trainer. Definitely some trainer cards that I've liked more than that in the past. The Airy is nice, does look to be in front of her little star base as well. The Airy is nice. We're moving the Airy to B. It's not quite good enough to move up, but for a normal trainer, it's pretty good. Ancient, you can see in the caverns, there is some faint stuff going on here in the background. Maybe eyes or something? That's a nice one. For just like a basic trainer, it's a pretty nice one. I'd put that one up in B next to the Airy. Morty's Conviction. This is a nice one. He is got a crazy pose. He is certainly looking back at it. It feels weird because it feels like he's looking at me right now. I like it though. Very, very nice artwork in the surrounding areas as well. Not quite. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put the Morty's Conviction in S. That's a nice trainer. Salvatore out here in front of a flower bed or something. Is this probably artisan, I would assume. Not sure where Salvatore's from. He's got his little Alolan Raichu pin, very, very nice. His glasses are nice. He's winking. He's quite the debonair, I've got to say. His style is very, very nice. The artwork itself, very nice. That's an A tier for me. Here we go. Now we're gonna get into like the alternate arts of the other ones, and the Iron Leaves is really, really nice. Where is this? Like, where, I can tell this is kind of like a mountain-ish area, but like, why is it floating? It reminds me of like floating mountains in Minecraft. Where is Iron Leaves? I guess it is the future. Ah, that makes more sense. It is in the future. How did it get up here? It just jumped? I don't know. It's a crazy artwork. The colors are crazy, but it's not, it doesn't really, I'm struggling to see where or how Iron Leaves even got up here. It's a psychic type. It's floating. I see. Okay. I do like it. It's not quite S+. We'll move it to S. It is a nice one. The colors do it. And it does have faint, like, of that same background from, like, the full art. What is going on with that? Gouging Fire is an S+, I think. I don't think we need to have a conversation about it. It is probably one of the best artworks in Temporal Forces, I think, for sure. and I'm going to put that right there in S+. Walking Wake. This one is really cool. He's up in the tree branches, it seems. Maybe this is a waterfall back here. It's tough to tell. It is an ancient, so it would be back. Wow. The flowers are nice. This one for me, I think all three of these ones really, they do look really, really good. Are they the same artist, by the way? T0. That is so crazy. Now that I'm comparing cards, I know exactly who this artist is. They also did the Umbreon V from Evolving Skies. Wow, okay. T0 might be one that we need to do a little artist deep dive on. Okay, T0. No problem. No wonder these are S+ for me. Iron Crown. It's a nice artwork, man. The future, like got some cherry blossom trees swirling up here on this same kind of like planet. It looks like that's like the same moon or whatever in the background as the iron leaves. Commanding a pretty crazy price tag from the drama and whatnot, but I believe it has fallen since then. But I think I'm gonna let it stay in S with its fellow card mate there. Moving into the Iron Boulder, I really like the Iron Boulder. Again, you can actually just barely. They're letting you see that same moon or planet here in the reflection. It's like water here. This goes in S+ for me. Out of the weird, I know the other two not being there, but I think it's a cut above the other two in my opinion. Also done by T0, the Raging Bolt. I actually have done this animation before, so it'll be here for you. And I love this card. I believe that this is, again, an S+ card. Absolutely. Very, very nice. T0. I need a Toshiro, maybe? Toshiro might be. Toshiro. I don't know. I need to look that up. This illustrator is, I love their work. I think we are going to do a deep dive into them in the near future. Getting into the SIRs for the trainers, you've got Bianca, who is a little bit eepy, next to the dreaming Pokemon Musharna. That's a nice one. That is a nice one. Move it up into S+ for me. Eerie. Again, we don't really have to have too much conversation about it. Annihilate, Toxicroak, Passimian, and Lucario here with Eerie looking very, very formidable. My goodness. That's an S+. That's an S+. Morty's Conviction. S+. S+. I mean, come on. The other Morty was an S, and then you got Gengar here coming out the ground. Also with the Pidgeys is pretty cool. Wow. Yeah, this is a dope card. This is a sick one. This one I do not like. I do not like it. It's weird because I put the Salvatore up before, but I do not like the art style of this one. It just doesn't quite hit for me. I'm not sure if it maybe has some texture on the normal card that may change my mind, but this is purely based on artwork, not based on texture, and I just don't love it. I really don't. Maybe you don't feel the same way. That's okay, but I'm going to put this one in F. This one is an F for me. And let's finish it off with the gold cards. There's not much going on in these. That's my only issue. As far as an artwork perspective, and we're going to be talking about gold cards more in depth in the next video. They just don't have a lot going on. They really don't. They can all move down to F for me. Here is my full list. I will put it in the description just in case some people actually do take a look at the video. We'll see. And you could go ahead and vote. For me, I didn't end up moving too much, and I think I liked where I left most of the stuff. So I'm cool with it. I'm going to go ahead and hard eyes it. Hey, it's my list. It's my list. I like it. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and bid my farewell, and I'll catch y'all in the next video on Tuesday.